Hello everyone, welcome back to the Hobart Bay Sports Network. I am your host Justin Winter, and today is Senior Day, the final Senior Day, and we're going against the Boise State Broncos, the team that beat us last year. And their offense is electric so far. Defense is actually not that impressive, but their offense is really good. Now Boise State is led by Tavares Haynes, and he is having a year of years. Look at that. 3,400 yards, 39 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. The man is a machine. He's not particularly special in any specific area, but he's good all around. Welcome back to Hobart Bay, Alaska. The final Senior Day. Hobart Bay breaking out the All Blacks for perhaps the final time. Boise State with the blue helmet, blue jersey, and orange pants. This is going to be quite pleasing uniform day. Washington lost again. So Hobart Bay and Boise State, this is almost a division championship game. If Hobart Bay wins, they could technically still blow it if they lost to Cal, but I find that hard to believe. So in all likelihood, the winner of this game will clinch the Pac-12 North. It's number 2 versus number 4 on Senior Day, and we have kickoff by Mike Holloway. And that kickoff will go through the uprights. Still no point for us, though. Still disappointed by that. Second down and 5, a handoff to McLaughlin, and he goes nowhere. Brought down behind the line. Broncos go on their hurry-up offense. They love the hurry-up a lot more than other teams, but it doesn't help Tavares Haynes. Brought down by Carl Reynolds, and Hobart Bay forces a 3-and-out on the very first drive of the game. Now the Broncos have to give this to Randy Roberts. He has been electric, especially as of late. He's hitting that corner. Oh my, 2 men missed. He's got room and he can't split the defenders, but nonetheless, he's down at the 19-yard line. Fantastic field position to start the game, as John Gordon will start us off on offense with a 7-yard carry. Great blocking by the O-line. Never overlook those guys. Another handoff. That's a first down. A good pickup. Another 5 yards for John Gordon. First and goal. Cale Snowden. He will hand off to John Gordon, and he fights his way into the end zone. 3 runs, 19 yards, 6 points for Hobart Bay. Very first drive. Almost effortless. Now we're going to go with a studio update as North Carolina, who was 4-6, upsets Miami on the road, I believe, too. That won't knock Miami out of the rankings. They're still in December drama, but man, that's bad. Colorado beats Arizona, so they're keeping their hopes alive. Utah, well, they're done. And Florida State, they just survived Syracuse, so they're staying alone. First down and 10 for the Broncos to start off. Hand off to McLaughlin again. Brought down this time at the line of scrimmage. Third down and 10. I imagine it's a throw here. I don't imagine why you do anything else. McCray breaks the 1 tackle, but he won't go very far. So Boise State with back-to-back 3-and-outs to start. That's not what you'd expect out of this offense. Randy Roberts getting another chance as he goes back to the left. Doesn't get nearly as much this time, unfortunately, but still another good return. High formation, tossed right, John Gordon. Will he get the block? Yes, he does. He falls forward on the tackle, picks up 8 yards. Hobart Bay having a very fast start to the game. What are they going to do here? They're going to hand off to John Gordon. Cuts back to the left side and breaks the tackle momentarily. Gets to the 35, 11 yards, 5 runs for 38 yards. The man is just destroying Boise State right now. And Brett Stone will keep, and he's tackled before he can pitch the ball out. But to be fair, if he had pitched the ball out, Ray Harper may have just taken it and gone all the way. So third down and 8, they're putting Cale Snow in for the third down. He will get it out, but it's knocked away by Jesse Sanders. The incompletion, and there's the same graphic that always comes up whenever Cale Snow has his first play of the game. And now Mike Holloway will kick that one, and there was never any doubt about that. Easy 3 points for him. 10-0 first quarter. I don't think anyone expected this. And now McLaughlin suddenly has a massive gap to run through. Where was this blocking earlier? I guess the coach really got at him on the sidelines, as now he's got another massive hole. McLaughlin went from getting basically nothing, less than nothing, to suddenly getting massive chunks. Tavares Haynes, will the passing game work? He gets it out, and that is a wide open Dorian Moore. No review, they say he was in bounds, first and goal. And that's a broken play, and Tavares Haynes goes down. I think they were trying for the end around, maybe a fake end around, but it did not work. Second and goal from the 10-yard line split backfield. Will they run it up the middle? Maybe, not really. Tavares Haynes down at the 1. Third and goal. Can Hobart Bay hold them off? Toss right. McLaughlin, he gets into the end zone for a Boise State touchdown. How about that? The Broncos respond. We're going to have a 3-point game now. Good. Sometimes it's a bit disappointing when you go against a high-powered team and then they just do nothing. As John Gordon picks up another first down. He is not disappointing today. 7 runs, 57 yards. Wow. Well, John Gordon has dominated Boise State in the first quarter, but the Broncos are not to be overlooked. They're still in it, end of the first quarter. Hobart Bay trying to build on the lead in the second quarter. Got a good situation here, second down and 3, handoff to John Gordon. Goes just as it has the rest of the game, 6 more yards. It's been easy, really easy. And now they're going to go with a play action, and that is highly effective. Gordon Jenkins, 17 yards. Quite frankly, it could have been a lot worse for Boise State, so they better count their lucky stars. And that's a handoff to John Gordon, and they finally corral him. Or perhaps more accurately, they get through the Hobart Bay O-line. Third down and 8. No run here. It's a throw. And it's caught by Gordon Jenkins for the first down. He fights ahead using that big frame to muscle them away. You gotta love a big guy like that. Third down and 7 though. Won't do us much good. We could just kick a field goal then or now. But it's caught by Ken Anderson, who's tackled at the 11 after a 14-yard gain. Hobart Bay hoping to punch this one in. Almost halfway through the second quarter, too. It's gone by fast. John Gordon will not somehow get into the end zone. Down inches short. Bringing out all the big boys on this one. And he got across the goal line, but Boise State slammed him down. John Gordon went airborne for whatever reason. I guess he was just trying to jump over the pile and reach the ball across. I mean, worked, but man, he took a hit afterwards. 17-7. Boise State will start with a play action and a sack. Well, there's not much you can do when David Darby and the Hobart Bay defense get to you before you can even finish the play action. There's just not a lot. Third down and 15, obviously you're going to throw. Tavares Haynes to the left, and he has got Dorian Moore again. That man seems to find a way to get open on the left sideline, I'm telling you. Hand off to McLaughlin. Got some blocks. Tackled after a gain of 8. Good run. Third down and 2 with some motion. Boise State will throw, in theory. And they do, and it's intercepted by Felix DeChambeau. He deflected it and caught it off of his own drop pick. Wow. Great play. Now third down and 2, perhaps trying to score, kill some clock. It's a play action. Brett Stone rolling out. He gets sacked. Not exactly what you want. Rob Snyder coming through for Boise State. So the Broncos will have another shot to score before the half ends. And oh, that was a bad punt. They're going to have great field position to start too. This is nothing. They're starting on the Hobart Bay side of the field. And they're going to start with a draw. And now they're not on the Hobart Bay side of the field. I don't understand why you call a draw play. I really don't. Second down and 13. Let's see what they call here. It's not a draw play, thank goodness. Haynes will find Jacobs, who fights ahead for the first down, and he gets out of bounds. That stops the clock. They're still going to hurry up. And Haynes finds Jacobs again, and he gets another first down. How fast will they go? Drop back. Haynes over the middle, caught by Marcus Nash. He does not get a first down and not out of bounds. The clock still runs. Drop back again. Haynes over the middle again. Jacobs again. Tackled. That was a first down. They call a timeout regardless. And after all that, they're just going to kick a field goal. Made it an easier field goal. It's up, and no doubt about that one. Easily through the uprights. And that will end the first half. Both offenses showing some sparks. Defenses also playing solid. It's 17-10 after 2. I was a little worried in the first quarter that this game might just turn into a blowout, and that would not be entertaining at all. And let's be honest, it's number 2 versus number 4. Both teams are guaranteed to make December drama at this point. What we want is an entertaining game. One where Hobart Bay ends with a win in their final senior day, granted, but we want something entertaining. Boise State has made sure not to let things get dull, as they made it just a touchdown game at the end of the half. So, we'll have to see how they do here. They're going to kick off to Hobart Bay to start off the second half. Kicking right to Randy Roberts. What in the world make them think that was a good idea? He's off to the sideline, and he goes ahead to the 41-yard line about. Great return again. Randy Roberts has been on fire lately. 3rd down and 6, a chance to force the 3 and out, and that's caught by Brent Harris, who just gets across the first down marker. 1st down and 10 for Hobart Bay. We're going to keep the clock moving. 5-yard gain on 1st down sets up this one. Play action, Cale Snow. He has some time. Now he's running out of time, and he takes a sack. What kind of a terrible decision was that? Aaron Newberry, you just got gifted. 3rd down and 20. Well, put in your starter, I guess. Brett Stone launches, and it is incomplete, intended for Bentley Zwiebel. Can't really blame him for not getting that one. It would be a tough catch for anyone. So Boise State gets the ball back, hand off to McLaughlin, and he breaks off a tackle, just pulls over the defender. 8 yards, good run to start. They will hand it off to him again, getting more blocks, and oh my. If the lineman had gotten that last block there, he may have gone for 6. We're going to play action now as Haynes has some time, throws back to the left side, and it's caught. So, I mean, you can't really stop them when they're like this. More motion. Handoff again, and Richardson this time gets the carry. Good old Booker. 3rd down and 1. Boise State. Handoff again. Green got it. 1st down and 10. High formation this time. Handoff to Green again, and he somehow escaped the one tackle. Picks up 7 yards. Not sure how they're doing these things. 3rd and 3. Haynes will run with it himself, perhaps. He gets the 1st down. Eventually brought down at the 16. He's doing very good. Boise State is doing fantastic on this drive. 2nd down and 5. Looking to throw again, and Haynes takes another sack. That one could kill the momentum. David Darby with his 2nd sack of the game. I think his best game all year, quite frankly. 3rd down and 11. Hobart Bay trying to force a field goal attempt. As Haynes goes to the left, it's caught by Fry, and he doesn't get it. A yard short. I would go for it, but they're going to take the points, I guess. It's not a fake. It's right down the middle, so 17-13. That's your score. Now they kicked it back to Randy Roberts. Why? Why would you do this? Randy Roberts going on the sideline, has some better blocks this time. Can he outrun some guys? Breaks a tackle. Somehow got past another man and has a 70-yard return, setting Hobart Bay up in fantastic field position. Cale Snow will hand the ball off to John Gordon this time as the counter works to perfection, another 8 yards. The run game has been astounding. Boise State is caught up by 3 points in the third quarter. Let's see if this fourth quarter brings a classic ending. Second and 8 is the down and distance to start the fourth. Brett Stone will send John Gordon in motion. It was a short motion, and that is a sack. Jesse Sanders came flying in. Earlier, Hobart Bay had a sack where they just got to Tavares Haynes before he could complete the play action. Same thing happened here. And now they're going with that little screen, and Boise State was not fooled. Boise State was the first team we ever tried that screen against, and I think they remember that. So that brings about fourth down. No question here. Easy decision to kick the field goal, and Mike Holloway puts it right through the uprights again. So Boise State keeps it a one-score game, 20-13. Play action to start for Haynes. He launches it to the right, and that is picked off by Timothy Paulson. Taken down immediately, but that doesn't matter. Great pick by Tim, and that might just be the straw that breaks the camel's back. A terrible occurrence happening, I guess. It's terrible for Tavares Haynes, and that one's intercepted. So Hobart Bay gives the ball right back. Brandon Tringen? I don't know how to pronounce his name. And I can't tell if his foot was actually in bounds. The scorecard was blocking it. They say it was good, so we'll just go with that. Hand off to McLaughlin. He's finding room again. It's not like the beginning of the game. Beginning of the game, he struggled. His O-line struggled. But ever since, he has just been lights out. Down at the 50-yard line. Great game for him. I would be jumping around too if I was having that kind of success. Haynes drops back. They want to throw some more. He gets it out, and it's caught by Marcus Nash. A first down, Boise. And the Broncos tie it up on this drive. Well, McLaughlin breaks off the tackle of Jonathan Stone and picks up 8. If they continue like this, they will. And with that run, McLaughlin actually becomes the first 100-yard rusher against Hobart Bay this season. He loses 3. What does that put him at? At 100 yards. So he's still the only 100-yard rusher against Hobart Bay. As an individual, he's the only 100-yard rusher. Tavares Haynes, 3rd and 6, takes a massive sack. And that's going to knock them out of field goal range most likely. Then Mike Holloway, they might try it, but they don't have Mike Holloway. They're going to punt it back. Hobart Bay is in kill clock mode now. Hand off to John Gordon. He picks up 4 yards. Okay. That's a little underwhelming. 3rd down and 6. Still just trying to kill the clock. Hand off again to John Gordon, and he does not get anything on that one. Takes quite a hit, actually. So Tavares Haynes, one more shot, go down the field, and get a touchdown. Here we go. Boise State, if they want to win the Pac-12, they need this drive to end in 6. Start with a 5-yard catch by Dorian Moore. Tavares Haynes on 2nd down, throws to the right, intercepted by David Nelson, and there is no one even close. He comes through, and that is a game-sealing touchdown. A horrendous throw by Tavares Haynes. He lobbed that one. It was a slow ball, and David Nelson was all over the receiver. Boise State would need an absolute miracle if this were to be pulled off. They're going to start with a good catch to Dorian Moore. The guy's on the sideline. You can't stop him when he's on the sideline. I don't see it, Boise State. I don't see it. We're going to need something big, and that, he breaks off the sack, but gets taken down on the second guy. Loss of 9. Nathan Davidson got it. They're rushing to the line. What will they do this time? They do get it out. It's caught by McLaughlin. He only picks up 5-6 yards. 3rd down and 13, and they run a draw play. They run a draw. He lost 2. That puts him under 100 yards. He's no longer a 100-yard rusher against Hobart Bay this season. What is their play call? 4th and 5th. They called another draw. You can't be serious. 4th and 15, game on the line, you call a draw play. That is one of the stupidest decisions I've ever seen. No wonder. Yeah, Boise State deserves to lose for calling that. Hobart Bay wins 27-13. A good close game until the end, and John Gordon earned that player of the game. 24 carries, 118 yards, 2 touchdowns. Absolutely fantastic. You might make an argument for David Nelson with his 4 tackles, 3 of them for loss, 2 sacks, or for David Nelson picking up that pick 6 right at the end. I wouldn't give it to him solely for that, though. Nonetheless, 27-13. You might think that the game was not close, but it was. It was a 7-point game late. Boise State just choked. They gave up the one opportunity. I mean, there's no way you should throw that ball. Not at all. But they did. They just gave Hobart Bay an easy dub. Or easy interception for the dub, I should say. Well, Hobart Bay, as long as they don't lose to Cal next week, will be the Pac-12 North champions. Let's recap this game in the post-game show with some stats. Brett Stone was not needed much today. Only went 5 of 8, 42 yards. No touchdowns, no picks. Cale Snow had a rough day. His 3 passes were all incomplete through a pick as well. But John Gordon, he was the highlight of the day. Ended up averaging only about 5 yards a carry, but he had a lot of small carries at the end. And obviously, not much on the receiving end without much on the passing end. 27 yards for Gordon Jenkins. That was the top. No touchdowns for anyone. Noah Methuselah actually had 7 tackles. Felix DeChambeau also did. All of these were solo. Both had 2 for loss, but Felix DeChambeau had the 1 tackle. Timothy Paulson had a pick. David Nelson had a pick. But David Darby, I would actually say he was underrated today. For Boise State, it was Cameron Brown. 5 solo tackles, none for loss. That's a pick by Brendan Tringen. I guess that's what I'll call him from now on. On the receiving end, Boise State, they had Dorian Moore on the left sideline every single time. That's really all they needed to do. Run game, Nick McLaughlin ended under 100 yards. Terrible play calling cost him being the first 100-yard rusher against Hobart Bay this season. And in the passing game, it's not good. 17 for 23. The completion percentage is fine, but only 164 yards and 3 interceptions to boot. 5 sacks as well. It was a bad day for Tavares Haynes. And they actually beat us in everything. Holy, what in the world? Look at that. Our offense was historically bad. Like, that's a terrible offensive production. We still won. All right, Hobart Bay is officially the number 1 team once again at 10-1. Next week, we have our final regular season game. This is against the Cal Golden Bears. I hope to see you there, but until then, make sure to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and have a nice day.